Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Chris Tillman will be the starter for the O's in this contest. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, he's going to have his rough outings from time to time. ERA last year, just a little under 4. But the thing about it is he's going to take the ball. Give me the ball. I'm going to take my knocks, but I'm going to keep you in the game. And that's what I'm looking for him to do in this ball game. Keep him in the game. Give him a chance to win.
Into the box steps the leadoff man, Dustin Pedroia, and we are ready for baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. Well, these Orioles entering play today, Harold Reynolds, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matt, it hasn't been pretty. I mean, the pitching was not there. They didn't play very well. They got blown out the first 2 games. You just hope you get good quality starting pitching in this one and you have a chance to play good baseball and maybe win a game.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, you know this club is definitely hoping for more out of Hanley Ramirez in the near future. I mean, this is a guy that drove in over 110 runs a year ago, so he's expected to produce big time. Sometimes expectations can be crippling, though, so hopefully he can block those out and right the ship in this one.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. In previous meetings with Chris Tillman, he's got 2 hits in 20 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. This one's down to third. Machado has it. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting third, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped weakly to the left. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Batting fourth.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Here's the 1-0 now to Ramirez. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 2 out with the man at first. Three and 0 now.
Well, he's clearly not getting anything to hit right here, but I'm telling you what, 3-0. I trust him so much. I'm giving him the green light.
Here it is on 3-0. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Well, he made quick work of the first 2 guys this half inning, getting 2 quick outs, but then he gives up a base hit and now the walk. We'll see if he has it in him to draw the line in the sand and get out of this.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two men are on with 2 men out. hit hard on the ground to second, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, they scored a lot of runs yesterday, and they score one here. Maybe the bats are clicking again. They're getting right back to work where they left off yesterday.
Pablo Sandoval.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Matt, this is how you want to start a game. First inning, you already jump on them early. You get 1 run in, and now you have 2 other runners on base. You come up with a big hit here, you can really make a big dent right here in this game in the first inning.
The 0-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
He's already given up a run. He's got a runner on. He's got to put this guy away. Got him in an 0-2 count. You can't let this inning get any worse.
The 0-2 home. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Matt, the interesting thing about Lawrence, now I think the way he sets up is almost telling you what he's going to call. He'll call one side of the plate more than he will the other. Look at his setup. Maybe that'll help you out.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Line drive to center field. Jones is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. A run on 2 hits in the inning for Boston. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Boston's out in front, 1-0. Drew Pomeranz gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Here's Craig Gentry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Orioles, left fielder, Craig Gentry.
And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon, HR. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting, the bullpen's coming through, and it looks like they're rested. They're doing the things they need to do to really be a winning club right now.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. 1 down. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, you know, Chris Davis is the guy that everyone's waiting to break out. Watching this last game, he went 0 for 4, and it just looks like he's out of sync right now. Maybe this game is the game that gets him going.
Here's Manny Machado now. In prior matchups against Drew Pomeranz, he's gone 2 for 6. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A fastball that just misses inside.
Boy, good inside fastball right there. Trying to tie the hitter up, trying to keep him from getting those arms extended. A pitcher's pitch.
Here he comes on 2-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike.
I like how he's mixing up the fastball and the changeup right there. That's how we got the 2-2 count. I think he comes back with a changeup here.
1 out, nobody on. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats.
Well, they got him in the rocking chair right now. A little changeup, followed up with the fastball, and he's a little late with that swing. I may go back with another changeup.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-2 now to Machado. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
Hard liner towards short, and that may have had a bit too much on it as he can't knock it down. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
What an at-bat. 8 pitches, and on the 8th pitch, he gets a fastball and gets a base hit. That's what you call seeing everything the pitcher has to offer.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Still struggling at the plate with an average well under 200. 2 home runs and 5 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. In the dirt here. And he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Grounded softly to the right. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. Second inning upcoming from Baltimore. The Red Sox lead it 1-0. Standing in, Sandy Leon, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well at all in the month of April. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Tillman ready with a 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate.
That's a nice job of staying alive. A 2-strike breaking ball just out of the zone. He was able to put enough on it to get another pitch.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
There's that tight slider right there. Just missed getting under the hands. That's a good pitch. I like that pitch. But if you don't get it where you want it, it could be a dangerous pitch to throw.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another 2-2 offering. Dribbled to the right side, but it gets foul. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
All right, here's how the Orioles are lining up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking at the catcher Wellington Castillo. In other words, Beef Wellington. Get it? Vin Scully turned me on to that one. But hey, I'll tell you what else is really starting to beef up for him is that his offense has really come along as he got older. He could always catch, frame the ball, and make throws to the bases, but the offense has made him a different type of player.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gentry is after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Batting ninth, left fielder Andrew Benintendi.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He went deep in the contest last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Throws him with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
The 0-1 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, he's digging for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
7 games. Hey, that's 1 week of swing bat pretty good. He's comfortable right now.
Dustin Pedroia.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dustin Pedroia. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
That's that controversial pitch right there. It's in the zone, should be called a strike by the book, but it's not a strike in baseball, not in the big leagues anyway.
The 1-0 delivery. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. 2 outs here with a runner at third. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Pedroia waiting on the 2-1. And this one gets away. A play at the plate, and he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
The 3-2 now to Pedroia. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Comes set with the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Fouled straight back. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swing and a liner, but foul. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Red Sox are out in front, 2-0. At the plate, Adam Jones. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
Center fielder, Adam Jones.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Right down the chute that time. 1-2.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
Okay, let's take a look at the defense for the Boston Red Sox. Brought to you by Majestic. And I'm looking out there at second base. Dustin Pedroia. You talk about a Gold Glove, gritty player. That fits him perfect. He's going to catch everything at second. He's Gold Glove worthy. And then gritty. Don't hit him. He'll knock you back.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. In prior matchups against Drew Pomerantz, he's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Batting 7, second
Coming to
baseman.
the plate now, Jonathan Scope. And a quick glance at the numbers will tell you it's been a huge struggle for him at the plate this year. Check swing grounder to the right side. And Moreland will take this one to the bag himself, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They trail things here 2-0. A nice aerial shot there. The Inner Harbor in downtown Baltimore as we welcome you back to the Charm City. Digging in to try it again, Mookie Betts. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Right side. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
At the plate, Hanley Ramirez. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Into the windup and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gentry is over just a few steps to his right as he takes it for round number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Ready for another chance? Jackie Bradley Jr. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, he clearly read the scouting report. This guy's been sizzling hot, and look at how careful he's been pitching him.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Popped high in the air. Hardy settles under it near second, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Now batting, Chris Johnson. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Designated hitter, Chris Johnson.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The 1-0 delivery. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, knowing the threat this guy poses if he gets on base, I think the next pitch should be a challenge pitch. You don't want to give guys that can run a free chance to cause havoc out there, especially the leadoff guy.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. A high fastball is in there. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Line to the right side, but foul. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, J.J. Hardy.
Digging in, J.J. Hardy. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. He's set, and the pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. A runner at first with no outs here. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Benintendi racing back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding in once again, Craig Gentry. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Has a look, now the pitch. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
That's a pretty good break right there, breaking all the way across the zone. Now, it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
Seared down the first baseline. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
In now, Manny Machado, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one. And he's got an opportunity to drive in a pair, perhaps even it up here in the early going. Ball two.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Ready with the 2-0. Now a ball hit foul down the line in right and in amongst the fans. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1. This guy, whew, he's a good hitter. This is the kind of count that gets him excited.
Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Moreland is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration, popping it up with two runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
So striding in, Mark Trumbo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ball one. Pomerantz sets. 1-0 on its way. That's inside. 2-0.
Tough situation for him right here. I mean, he's got an open base, so he doesn't have to give in to this guy, but there's definitely danger looming on deck, so you can't just completely work around him either.
2-0 pitch on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I like that pitch right there. You know he's keyholing you 2-0, and you put one right on the corner. He's not going to swing at it, and now all of a sudden you're back in the count again.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Looking up is Bradley. Out of here to the deepest part of the yard. A 3-run homer here for Mark Trumbo. Home run number 3 here in the early going as the Orioles move in front here 3-2.
See, I just don't understand that. He had an open base and could have pitched around him, but they challenged him and lost big time. That is one costly decision.
First baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. 3-0 now. Three 3-0 pitch on its way. And that misses as Davis will reach. It's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Adam Jones. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the belt, the pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
The 1-1 now to Jones. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Bradley is there. And that retires the side. But the Orioles push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. We're through 3 here in Maryland. And Baltimore has taken a 3-2 lead. Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. They'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Pablo Sandoval.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I think, Matt, that was a result of the fastball, the pitch before. He's throwing so hard, you got to honor that fastball in that situation.
High Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The catcher, number 3, Sandy.
Digging in
Leon.
now, Sandy Leon comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ball game. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Jones will wait on it as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're down 3-2. Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Catcher, Wellington Castillo.
First delivery to him on the way. And he lays off there 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Now the pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Jonathan Scope will be next. Full count. Here it comes. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Standing in, Jonathan Scope. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Well, he's out in front of that changeup. I tell you what, he had to honor the fastball. The fastball, the pitch before, and back with the changeup. That's a great combination.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Curveball that time, not even close.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Now another 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Here's Chris Johnson now. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Low for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, that's a true indicator he's looking for a fastball in. He wanted to spin to win right there, knock one as far as he could. He got the off-speed pitch inside, and he pulled off of it.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Fastball is outside, and it's full now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Fly ball into straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
the shortstop, number 2.
Into the box now, J.J. Hardy. He flew out in his last at-bat. And now Boston's bullpen springs into action. A left-hander and a right-hander begin to throw. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored. A wild pitch. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, you wouldn't have expected this kind of at bat out of him, but he's fought himself right back with an opportunity now to really drive in 2 runs.
Two 2-0 count, and the pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. From the belt, the pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line, out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now, and Bogaerts will make the catch for the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Orioles, but they still lead it 3-2. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Andrew Benintendi.
Right there for strike 1. fouled straight back. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. Now the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Ball 1. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's Tillman on 2-1. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2. Here's the pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. He'll try it again. 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The shortstop, number 2, Xander Bogaerts.
Ready for another shot now. Xander Bogaerts. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing and a fly ball. Trumbo has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Ready once again, Mookie Betts. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. From the stretch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here it comes. 1-0. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. 2 out with the man at first. And now this is popped up. Castillo should have room behind the plate, and he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 1 left for the Red Sox. Still a 3-2 ball game. Eduardo Rodriguez is going to take over here in inning number 5, so it'll be a bullpen game from here on out.
Eduardo Rodriguez.
Digging in and looking for more, Craig Gentry. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Craig Gentry.
And that misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. Here's Manny Machado now. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez: 4 hits in 17 at-bats. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled straight back.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it up the way he'd like to. He missed it.
And he takes this one high. 1-1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And he'll snap one over to first. And he'll dive back in. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Takes a knee-high fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swung on and hit softly on a line. Foul. Here's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Here's another 1-2. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, you talk about fighting. He's fouling balls off, fouling them off in the 1-2 count. He finally took a ball right there. I wonder if he feels more confident or he wants to keep swinging.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bradley will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
I love that pitch right there. You know he's geared up right there in this big situation. They looked for a ball and just let it fly, and he pulled the string on him, just spun him into the ground.
Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Runner's back. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And again, he'll snap one over to first. And the fans don't like this at all. The 0-2 home. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Hey, anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Now a snap move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Stepping in now, Chris Davis. And this one gets away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Here he comes on 2-0. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. To 2-2 now.
Well, that slider right there, that's what makes him tough against the left-handers. That pitch is almost impossible to hit. When he is on, that slider is one of the best pitches in all baseball. That's why he's so tough to those lefties.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And this is popped up. Back behind second. Pedroia is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Orioles leave 1. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Digging in to try it again. Hanley Ramirez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Into the windup and the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
That's a good fastball down the zone. Now, some hitters are good low ball hitters, but that's exactly where you want to be.
Now the 1-1 to Ramirez. Check swing and a pop-up out toward the mound. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jackie.
Ready for another chance? Jackie Bradley Jr. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A cold strike on the inside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Again, he sends it out of play. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Into the box, Pablo Sandoval. And that misses, ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And good patience here from Sandoval. It's 2-0 now. Pitch on the way. Hit high but foul, as that'll get in amongst the fans. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far. So we'll go at least one at bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Well, Matt, that's his 6th game. He's got a base hit in now. You got to start a streak somewhere. I start paying attention about 6 games. He's swinging the bat pretty good.
Digging in once again, Sandy Leon. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. He'll go to Scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. It's the Orioles 3 and the Red Sox 2. And here is Adam Jones now. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Fielder, Adam Jones.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Throw by Pedroia will be in time, and there's your first out.
The batter, catcher, Wellington.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wellington Castillo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. And this is fouled back and out of play. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. The relay, and he's safe.
Well, that's the 6th game he's hit in. He's swinging the bat pretty good now. That's a 6-game streak. You got to start somewhere. Pay attention, people. He's getting hot.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. His numbers against Eduardo Rodriguez. He's gone just 2 for 13. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Ready for another shot now. Chris Johnson 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Takes this the other way to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. They're up 3-2. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. Orioles leading this one through 6 as we take a look at our game summary to this point. BAL Nuno is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 54, BAL Nuno.
Striding in once again, Mitch Moreland. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
Mitch Moreland.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gentry moves over. Makes the play, 1 away. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He tripled earlier, making him 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Now the second pitch of the inning is hit on the ground to third. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting number 15, second baseman Dustin
Brad Brock takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. A couple of walks for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's already got 2 walks in this game, and that ball right there, another ball. So we may see them kind of nibbling and pitching around him. He might be taking walks all game.
And this one's down the middle, a ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. The 2-2 one more time. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Ready with another 2-2. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. On the ground to the right side. Scope's able to get there. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail 3-2. Here's the shortstop now, J.J. Hardy. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon.
J.J. Hardy.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate at strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Stepping into the box, Craig Gentry. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like you did right here. Nice job.
Here's Manny Machado now. Grounded down the third baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. Throw into third. And he is in there.
Now batting, right fielder, Mark Trumbo.
Ready once again, Mark Trumbo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That's a nice job of getting ahead right there. This is a tough situation he's in. He's going to have to use all his pitches to get out of this jam.
The 0-1 pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now another 0-2. Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on. You got an 0-2 count. You waste one. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt. Throw one high. Make him chase it, and you got a chance to strand those runners on base.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Hey, number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. The 2-2 one more time. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Here's Chris Davis now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Working to keep them in the game here. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
There's 2 pitches in a row, Matt, that were away. If this is any indication how he's going to pitch him the rest of that bat, he's saying you're going to beat me the other way. Nothing inside for him to pull. If you want to hit it, take it the other way.
Ready with the 1-1. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit-by-pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
So striding forward now, Adam Jones. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
0-1 count and the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Benintendi is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Orioles leave him loaded, but they still lead it 3-2. Darren O'Day has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, and Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is under it. 1 out.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. His head-to-head with Darren O'Day. 1 for 5. Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent. On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2 and 2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3 and 2. On deck, there's Hanley Ramirez. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Oh, he hung that one. And, man, did he bang it. Just didn't keep it fair.
Once again, a 3-2. And he swings and pops it foul behind the plate. Another payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, designated hitter, Hanley Ramirez.
Now at the plate, Hanley Ramirez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Quick check on that tying run at first. Runner back safely. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Well, back-to-back sliders, and now he finds himself down 2-0. You know, trying to pitch him backwards, that only works if you're throwing strikes. If not, you find yourself in trouble.
From the belt, the pitch. 3-0 now.
There's certain situations where things just have to happen. And this is one of those. Like it or not, he's got to challenge him right here.
Here's the 3-0. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters. But he's got to focus here because this guy in the 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And now a right-hander up and throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. Comes set. Now the pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Fouled back. Bradley waits on the 1-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Scorched to third. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it. A base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only 1 away.
Third baseman Pablo Sandoval.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Blake Swihart will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Blake Swihart.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here's the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a line drive. Foul. And he's able to fight this one off. Foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off, even if you know it's coming. Look, 2-strike slider on the back foot. That's a classic pitch, but he did a nice job of laying off it.
Runners at second and third with 2 gone. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Blake Swihart will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 23, Blake Swihart.
Here's the catcher, Wellington Castillo. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Wellington Castillo.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Looking up is Benintendi, and they have taken the lead. So a solo shot here to left center field. Second home run early in the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Well, that pitch was up in the zone. Sometimes on a pitch like that, all you've got to do is just touch it. You can see he got the barrel up there, and because the height of the pitch, the ball's trajectory is going to carry out of the ballpark.
The second baseman, number 6.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. And this will be fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. 1-1. Here it comes. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
Man, that's a big break right there. All of a sudden, now you find yourself 3-1 as opposed to 2-2 or a 2-2 count. You don't know if he's going to throw a breaking ball. Now 3-1. You sit on your pitch, get what you want, and let it fly.
And that is in there at the letters to run it full. 3-2. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. In the air out to straightaway left. Benintendi has a play. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter,
Here's Chris Johnson now. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses again, 2-0.
He doesn't look like the same reliever right now, but listen, this is his 4th inning of work, and there aren't very many relievers that can go 4+ innings and be rock solid all the way through.
Hitters count. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Benintendi is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The shortstop, number 2, J.J. Hardy.
At the plate, J.J. Hardy. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. Hardy waiting on the 1-0. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Well, he gave up that leadoff home run, and I thought, uh-oh, he's in trouble. But he's done a nice job bouncing back. Got 2 quick outs, and now he's got 2 strikes on this hitter. He's got a chance to get out of this unscathed the rest of the way.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, that pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout.
Man, I like the last 2 pitches. The changeup and then the fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Orioles get a run thanks to the long ball. Last chance now coming up for the Red Sox. 4-3 Baltimore. Zach Britton comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Stepping up now, Mitch Moreland. He'll start things out against Britton as he looks to close it out.
Moreland.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And this is fouled back and out of play. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, left fielder, Andrew
Rusney Castillo will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
38, Rusney Castillo.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And this is line foul over the Orioles dugout. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. Ready to deliver the 1-2 to 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that's inside and hits him, but it won't matter. It's out number 2 regardless. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box now, Dustin Pedroia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Ball 3.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Ready with the 3-0. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Now to the plate, Xander Bogaerts. In previous meetings with Britain over the years, just a 1 for 9. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Darren O'Day claims the win out of the pen, his first. Zach Britton closes the door for the save, his 6th. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.